Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some more positive news recently released regarding Tesla stock. So with today's video, we have a wide range of news. We have some news regarding a price update, a new price reduction, in addition to the price reduction yesterday with the Tesla Model S. So as we know, both the performance and the long range models recently dropped by $3,000, and on top of that, we have another price reduction coming soon, recently announced by Elon Musk. So I'm guessing sometime a little bit later tonight, or maybe even like early tomorrow morning at like 12 a.m. or something. But we have a news piece with the Model S and also an update on the 7-seater Model Y as well. And we'll be discussing a recent news piece regarding some thoughts from a billionaire investor who is talking about how Tesla is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar company. And then finally, we have another news piece about a price target upgrade as well. So lots of different things to talk about today. We have some regarding specifically the vehicles, and then also we have some discussion about the stock price itself, which is always interesting, of course, even though I think most of us retail investors understand Tesla much better than a lot of the typical auto analysts and just analysts in general. But anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the Tesla videos. And before we get into these news pieces, let's just go ahead and check out the current share price for Tesla. So as you can see, Tesla is currently at $460.35 per share. And in the normal market hours today, it grew plus 3.28%, which is plus $14.65 added on to the share price. And in the after hours currently, we have a minus 0.21% loss, which is minus 95 cents. And also after hours are currently closed, so we are at a standstill right now with the market. But now that we've addressed the share price for Tesla, let's just go ahead and check out a recent tweet by Elon Musk talking about a new price drop for the Tesla Model S. So as you can see, this is a recent tweet by Elon Musk today at around 3 p.m. and it states, "The gauntlet has been thrown down. The prophecy will be fulfilled. Model S price changes to $69,420 tonight." And before we go a little bit more in depth on this news piece right here, we did have the question by Tesla owners Silicon Valley, in which they ask any updates on the Model Y 7-seater. And Elon Musk responds, "Starting production on 7-seater next month, initial deliveries early December." So just as a side news piece to this one about the Model S, we also have a new update on the 7-seater Model Y, in which he says deliveries will be starting as early as December. So this is huge in itself as well. We're getting more and more information about the models coming out in the future. And like I said, we have a price drop with a Model S as well. And one of the major reasons that I think the price was actually dropped even more for the Tesla Model S was because it makes it cheaper than the Lucid Air. And if we go to the website right here for the Lucid Air, we have multiple different models. We have, it says Your Air. I don't know if it's just called the Lucid Air, this model, or if some reason it's called Your Air. But regardless, as it says, the price is $69,900. Then you have the Lucid Air Touring, which is $87,500. Then the Air Grand Touring, which is $131,500. And then the Air Dream Edition. So I'm actually wondering, have they updated the prices on these? Because I think last time I looked at the Lucid Air Grand Touring, it was like $139,000. So I don't know if they've updated this since then, but it would make sense if they've updated prices, because then that would make sense as to why the Model S has dropped below the price of the Lucid Your Air or the Lucid Air or whatever it calls it. I don't know why it says Your Air here, if it's actually called that or not. I feel like it's just called the Lucid Air, and for some reason they put Your Air there. But anyways, now that we've seen this price for the Lucid Air, $69,900, and if we compare that to Tesla currently, we have the Long Range Plus at $71,990. That's after the recent $3,000 price drop, but that does not include the one that Elon Musk is talking about on the tweet, in which he says it'll be $69,420. And also, of course, you just gotta love it for the sake of the meme. Not only is it cheaper than their competition, but it's just the perfect number. Why would you want any other number when, for one thing, it's basically a meme number? It's exactly what you would expect out of Elon Musk, and it's also less than the competition price as well. So just comparing the details on this, we have a 402 mileage range, and if we look at the Lucid Air for the $69,900 model, it says 406 miles projected range. And so just keep in mind that although this Lucid Air model is actually 4 more miles in terms of the range compared to the Tesla model at a similar price, just keep in mind that what Tesla is selling currently right now, this is available. As it says, estimated delivery delivery 5 to 9 weeks. So this is available for you to order right now and get it sometime very soon, compared to the Lucid Air, in which it is stating available early 2022. So we're talking about something that is available right now compared to something that is available 1 year or maybe 1 year and a few months in the future. So just keep in mind, as it states with that 406 mileage range, we have Tesla at currently 402 miles, with them most likely going to increase the range between now and 2022 for sure. So just take note of the fact that Tesla's model will likely have a better mileage range than the Lucid Air, unless they continue to improve with that model as well in the future and actually beat their initial claim for the specifics on that. So just keep in mind that Tesla not only has a cheaper price, but they also will likely, by the time of the Lucid Air, that model being produced and put out in 2022, by that time, Tesla is likely going to have a much better model of the Model S at a similar price and with much better mileage as well. So in terms of value, you're just getting so much more with the Tesla Model S, in my opinion, and it's nice to see this under $70,000. Of course, we can't see it right now, but in the future, once this starts to apply to the website and it all gets set up where it's actually $69,420, then it's going to be nice to see it under $70,000 for one thing, and then it's also just really nice to see Tesla being competitive with their competition and making sure that they're selling as many as they can, and also staying ahead of the competition in terms of beating them on pricing and technology and all of those factors, and even likely mileage in the future as they continue to innovate and improve their battery technology. Next up, we have an article by CNBC and author Michael Wayland, and this article is titled "Tesla Will Become a $2 Trillion Company," says billionaire Tesla shareholder Ron Barron. So just judging from this article title alone, Ron Barron is a very notable figure in the investing community. He's been a big Tesla bull for quite some time. With his story, I think he started buying Tesla stock way back in 2016. So this is someone that has been investing in Tesla for a long time, and they're also just simply a big Tesla bull. And he commonly talks to Elon Musk as well, and they talk about some things every now and then. So he definitely has a lot of insight. He's someone that hinted at Q2 of 2020 as being a big turning point for Tesla, in which it certainly was. Even Elon Musk favorited a tweeted video that was showing Ron Barron talking about how Q2 was supposed to be huge, and it ended up being very huge as promised by Ron Barron, in which he talked about his conversation with Elon Musk in the past, in which Elon Musk had told him that Q2 was when everything was supposed to come together. So this is someone with a lot of insight and knowledge about Tesla, and just to address some of the key points of this article, it states, Barron, a long-standing Tesla shareholder, said Wednesday morning on CNBC's Squawk Box that he believes Tesla's vehicle sales will grow 50% annually in the coming years. And he says, "We are very excited about that." Another quote from him states, "I've said for a long time I thought it was going to be $1 trillion to $2 trillion. With what developments have taken place recently, I think that $2 trillion is the right number, so I think it's 5 times from here," according to Barron. And Barron continues to talk about Tesla stock, in which he says it has been up and down like a yo-yo with a lot of the volatility here and there. And then another thing that he states is that this year happens to be an exceptional year for us, he said. "This is probably the best year we've ever had." And so there wasn't actually a lot of quotes and context from Ron Barron in that article specifically, but I did see the video recently in which he talked about how he thought it would be a $2 trillion company. He also talked at the end of that video about SpaceX as well, in which that's something that he talked about how he would like to explore discussing it in the future. But in discussion of this topic in that video, there was a huge emphasis on how he thought this would be a $2 trillion company in the future. And just in terms of my personal opinion, I think this is even maybe a bit conservative. I don't know if he exactly put a time frame on this, like if it was by 2030 or something like that, but in terms of even a 2030 time frame, I feel like Tesla is going to be worth much more than $2 trillion. I'm kind of in that crazy boat with ARK Invest, almost to the point where I don't know if I want to say it out loud because it's so bullish, but I feel like this is a huge possibility with the autonomy aspect, with their whole energy side of their business. And so there's many things on top of just the auto side of their business that I think can add to this revenue, and especially with the digital content, and as autonomy becomes more relevant in the future, and especially if they master autonomy, they'll be getting a cut from the fees for the robo-taxis, they'll be getting that digital revenue for the FSD packages, they'll be getting revenue from the subscription services for Tesla, and then also if they continue to have more infotainment options, like with the app App Store. We know that it makes huge revenue for Apple right now, so there's that possibility as well in the future as entertainment and games and productivity apps start to become more relevant on the Tesla screen and software. So I'm actually someone that expects Tesla to be much more than just a $2 trillion company in the future. Like I said, my expectations are like really bullish and honestly pretty bold as in like an ARK Invest perspective on Tesla. I have to admit, I pretty much agree with ARK Invest price targets, and I'm possibly maybe even a little bit more bullish than some of those price targets, considering that Tesla is gaining market share in some areas, and they also have a notable market share in China as well, which is something that ARK Invest actually expected to go down as time went on. So it's actually looking even more bullish than some of the expectations from ARK Invest. So I'm kind of in that group where I'm thinking, you know, way more than $2 trillion. And then finally, we have an article by the Tasmanian and author Vincent Y. So of course, as always, we greatly appreciate this information. And this article is titled Tesla Price Target Raised to $450 from $400 by Goldman Sachs. So just to address the key point of this article, it states Goldman Sachs analyst Mark Delaney raised his Tesla price target to $450 from $400. Delaney keeps a neutral rating on Tesla. He mentioned in his note that he believes the companies with higher auto exposure could have strong earnings reports based on recent industry data and company commentary. Alright, so now that we've addressed that article, just to keep it real with you all in terms of the actual explanation for this price target upgrade, for one thing, just from looking at that price target alone, it looks as if they're just trying to replicate what Tesla is doing in the market because they have no idea how to actually analyze this company. Honestly, at this point, I've just accepted the fact that unless we're talking about ARK Invest or some of the other major notable investors or analysts, I'm just pretty much assuming at this point every other, whether it's an auto analyst or just analyst in general, I'm just assuming that they don't understand Tesla. And at this point, it just seems like they're trying to keep up with the share price and adapting their price targets to somewhere near the current share price. And so that's what it seems like they're doing right now, with Tesla obviously being higher in share value than their previous price target. So they've obviously upgraded it, with it being $460 per share right now, and they've upgraded it from $400 to $450. So as I said, it seems like they're just adapting to the current share price. And in terms of an actual explanation, that honestly seems like an explanation from someone who isn't really thinking deep into Tesla and why it's actually continuing to beat their price target so far and beat a lot of analysts' expectations. So at least judging from that explanation alone in terms of their reasoning as to why they changed their price target, it just basically emphasized earning reports and the industry right now, and nothing really specific to what Tesla's accomplishing or the work that they're doing. So it just seems that analysts are being a little bit lazy or not reading more into Tesla and the obvious business opportunities here that exist with Tesla continuing to grow as a company, and the inevitability of Tesla's dominance in the EV world and probably in the energy business, in the autonomy business, and many other aspects in the future. So it just seems like with traditional analysts, there's a lack of understanding on Tesla stock in comparison to a lot of us retail investors like myself and many of you all that just understand what's happening with Tesla. We understand that they're just a completely different breed compared to any company that we've ever seen before in terms of efficiency and optimization. And I think that analysts see this and they just have no idea what to think. They don't know how to deal with it because they've never seen a company like this before. And they're used to being disappointed by other companies and CEOs where expectations aren't met or their minds aren't being blown, in which Tesla is just continuing to dominate all of these expectations by analysts. And I think there's just this general lack of understanding about Tesla as a company. But of course, as always, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. And also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. If you sign up with my referral link, you'll get some free stocks. And especially with Webull right now, you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600. And to get that, all you have to do is sign up with my referral link and deposit $100 into your account. And keep in mind, you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks. So it's basically just nice passive income with minimal effort, and it helps support the channel as well. But anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know about that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.